92% of households that start the year with Peloton are still active a year later.
All because of a fancy bike?
It's not just a bike. Peloton makes treadmills, too.
All treadmills are the same.
Our treadmills can adjust speed and incline automatically, so you never break your stride. Whether you're squeezing in a power walk or training for a marathon, Peloton can help you achieve your fitness goals. 92% stick with it. So can you. Try the Peloton Tread risk-free with the 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial.
Progressive presents Adjusting to the Suburbs.
I never thought about space in my cramped apartment, but in this house, all I see is empty space. The sofa and ottoman look like tiny islands in a sea of hardwood floors. I could get 2 ottomans in the living room, but then I'd need another sofa. I could tell people I'm into minimalism.
Anyway, when you save with Progressive by bundling your home and auto, that's the easy part of adjusting to the suburbs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers.
Thank you to Laura from beautiful New Jersey for sending along this story. A reminder. Well, first of all, take a look at this. This is, I'll link this up in the show notes. In this story, it's not great. One of these things is involved in it. That's a gigantic great white shark. Okay? That looks bigger than the one they used in the film Jaws. Look at the teeth. My God. Wow. Rows of teeth. This did not work out. 19 feet long. This happened in early January. January 5th, Manuel Lopez, 53-year-old man, was gathering axe tripe. Raise your hand if you've never heard of axe tripe. It's some type of mollusk. Somewhere off of Benito Juarez in Sonora on the west coast of Mexico. He said he was said to have been diving without any equipment. You know, he's basically just going, holding his breath, going down, grabbing shit off the bottom of the ocean, putting it in a bag, and then that's it. He was said to have been diving from the town of Paredon, Colorado, to the ocean floor without an oxygen tank to nab the critters. Typically reside at depths of 36 to 59 feet. That's deep. My God, the pressure. This guy must have been really acclimated to that type of dive. That sounds like something that could hurt a regular person just with no experience. However, the shell fishing expedition was cut short, and he will be making no more shell fishing expeditions because this shark removed his head. Eyewitness Jose Bernal said, quote, he was diving when the animal attacked, and then he used the word impressively ripping off his head and biting both shoulders. What the fuck? Like one bite, it's just gone. You know, the quickness of that type of attack, there's going to be like some degree of recognition in the split seconds it happens after, where the brain is somewhat alive, telling you, hey, that's your body, or hey, wow, that's the inside of the shark's mouth, and there's no body attached to you. Okay, it's time to cut through the clutter with all of the information about online betting. MyBookie. That's all you need to know. MyBookie. New year, new you. When I say new you, I mean because you're going to MyBookie. Give yourself a fresh start with MyBookie. Whether you bet to earn, which some people do because they're good at it, or just to have some fun, MyBookie gives you the most for your money with their redesigned deposit bonus. Just use promo code ZANE on a deposit of $50 or more to receive a cash bonus instantly to your MyBookie account. Try it out. MyBookie. Promo code ZANE. Using this bonus is simple. Bet your deposit amount just once and you're ready to cash out. It's no strings attached with MyBookie. Promo code Zane. Bet on the NFL, UFC, play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly online blackjack tournaments. You name it, MyBookie has you covered. With so many brands to choose from, you need a platform that makes it simple to bet and win. Like MyBookie, promo code Zane. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Okay, I feel like I've made it. Because every time I turn on whatever podcast, the big famous shows are talking about HelloFresh. Well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, I've partnered with HelloFresh. Now, I've experienced this myself, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. Holy cow. You just pick what you want to eat. The box shows up at your house with everything you need to make an absolutely fantastic meal. How often have I talked with you about how much I love to work in the kitchen and make fantastic meals? But the problem with that is there's a little bit of extra work involved with like the research and then going to the store and then buying all the stuff. And then like life gets in the way and you never make it and everything rots in the fridge and it's all stupid and you hate your life. And then you never do it again. And then you eat like a jackass. Well, how about we forget all of that and you just open up your door, walk outside and grab a box filled with particular portions, exact sizes of what you need to make some of the best food you will ever have. And it's like you're a star because you plate the food and then you pass it off to your family. And they're like, who are you? We had no idea you had the ability to make such great food. That's because they specifically tell you the instructions for each of the fantastic meals that you can make with HelloFresh. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, this is great. So all this time you've been going out, you've been eating out, you've been spending a ton of cash. How about you make gourmet recipes and you do it? Maybe you do it as a process with other members of your family. It's so much fun, man. Forget about spending all that money on expensive food. Make fast, fresh, amazing recipes with HelloFresh. My gosh, you got to do this. The box shows up and then off you go. Man, I love HelloFresh. This is what I want you to do. I want you to try it out. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane21. 21 because that's what I look like. I'm 21. HelloFresh.com/Zane21 and use the code Zane21. And then you get, you guessed it, 21 free meals plus free shipping. What a deal. If you're listening to me right now and you don't try this, you're crazy. We're giving you free food. HelloFresh.com/Zane21. Use the code Zane21 and 21 free meals plus free shipping. It doesn't get more perfect than this. My gosh, I love you. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Okay? I love HelloFresh. You will too. Check it out online, HelloFresh.com/Zane21. Use code Zane21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Go do it.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can find options that fit your budget, because giving you options is the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, like when I hold the door for someone. Sure, it may be weird if I don't time it right and they're a little too far away and now they're running. And we're both asking ourselves, is it worth it to run instead of just, letting them open their own door?
But still, it's the right thing to do. So get options based on your needs with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Wow, this one freaks me out even more so than the lady who got her face stuck in the potato chip making machine. This is so fucked up. You know what? It's so fucked up because it goes back to that trip to Honduras, swimming over that reef that they have, that coral reef, looking at all the beautiful fish. It was outstanding. And how quickly I could have been gone. I'm not doing that shit anymore. Fuck this. I'm never going into the ocean again. I'll just say that. I am not going into the ocean. The attack follows an increase in local shark sightings and have area fishermen on high alert. Local divers have been warned about the presence of sharks in the area, and most have not been out for several days. However, Lopez was poor. He needed the money. My God, if I had to choose between going in the ocean or sucking a dick, give me that dick. I forget it. If I am hungry, poor, I have no place to live, and I need money to provide for my family. And I go to the, the local Mexican job agency, and they say, we have 2 openings. Job 1, you can collect these mollusks at the bottom of the ocean floor. Job 2 is dick sucker. What do you think? Which job do you want? I'll say, I want to be a dick sucker now. And that's the end of it. I will prostitute my body for money before I go into the ocean again. Okay? The way they wrote this article in the New York Post, it said Lopez, who was reportedly in need of money, saw an opportunity to make a killing. My God. Due to the shellfish shortage, he allegedly decided to ignore the warnings and embark on what would be his final fishing trip. It's unclear what prompted the apex predator to attack, but the shark could have been attracted to the turbulence and sounds generated by Lopez while he was harvesting the mollusks. According to the website Tracking Sharks, humans are often mistaken for seals. Sometimes, especially if they're wearing a wetsuit, which can prompt sharks to take experimental bites. And while the creatures generally move on after realizing the victim isn't their preferred prey, the exploratory nibble can prove catastrophic due to the shark's rows of serrated, meat-shearing teeth. My God, fuck that. And then it says divers are more likely to be mistaken for seals December and January. You know, the months we went to Honduras when great sharks are most prevalent in the Gulf of California.